What's up, guys? It's Eva. In life, it is super important to keep on who you are to find yourself and get motivated. Let's go.
Hey guys, it's Kirbie. Welcome back to Pretty Unfiltered. You guys know her. You guys love her. It's I knew she was doing a face. I knew it. My life is Eva. Eva Gutowski. Hey, babe. Hi. I am so glad. So I was telling Eva earlier, she reminds me of my best friend that I've had since first grade, Jennifer Robles. So I feel like she's my kindred spirit, and she's like a little tiny human. I just want to like pick her up and
so sweet.
Put her in my pocket. But thank you so much for coming onto the show.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You guys are the big news. Eva has a book. It's already out. It came out February 14th, Valentine's Day.
Oh,
and I'm
exciting.
So excited for you.
Oh, thanks.
How long did that take?
The process of writing the book probably took like 6 months of like intense writing.
Because you didn't have a ghostwriter. You were like, this is coming from the heart.
Yeah, I had a writer to help with like, I would write pretty much how it worked was I would write everything that I wanted to write in the book, and then I would just like send it to her to like place it where it needed to go.
Yeah, never.
So I'd be getting emails like, you need like 30,000 words by Friday night. And I'm like,
that's a great visual. I just imagine you like at a coffee shop
like I think there's like a gif of Kermit.
That's one of my favorites. Okay, so I want to dive into a few of the stories that you have in the book. So in one of your YouTube videos, which I'm going to link in the description box, you said that there were moments where you were laughing out loud writing and then moments where you were crying. Was there a moment in your childhood where you at the time didn't think it was funny, but you looked back and you're like, oh my God, this is hilarious?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean... So the first story that the book opens up with is actually a story about my first day of high school and how, I mean, when you're going to high school, like the first day is crazy enough. Like you have a new school, new classes to find. So on the first day of school, I came and I'm sitting in Spanish class and everyone's like staring at me like, mind you, it was like a bunch of like seniors and I'm just like a little freshman. And then someone comes up to me and they're like, are you Eva? And I'm like, hi, yeah. They go, oh, Candy wants to beat you up, so yeah. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, who's Candy? Like, I ride my bike in the neighborhood to get ice cream sandwiches for fun. Like, who is this Candy? I don't know her, I don't know. Apparently someone had like confused me with like somebody else and started a rumor, and then I was the person that like got in the mix, and so this senior girl wanted to jump me after school. But I'd never seen her in my life. She thought I'd like said something about her that like I didn't say, I didn't know her. And so I was like freaked out, and basically the book explains how I could have easily just gotten like jumped my first day of high school, but I was actually brave enough to talk to Candy, and I went up to her and I was like, hi, like I don't know who you are. I'm sure you're a great person. Like, this is what's going on. And we actually ended up fixing everything, but it's a great story about how like you could either take one situation and handle it really differently, or you could, you know, be stronger and...
Well, you kind of confronted the situation, actually.
Yeah, which was
is
really
nice.
scary.
And not in a mean way.
No.
You're just like, okay, listen, we can talk this out. Words can be helpful at times.
Definitely being brave enough to talk to somebody when you're going through something versus like, I mean, because the situation that I talked about in the book was I could either get jumped for something that I wasn't even involved in, or I could try to not get jumped, still get jumped, or I could try to not get jumped and not get jumped.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
there's three options.
Really the best option is to just like go for it and try to fix the situation.
So what would you say to someone, because I think it's easier said than done, especially for us, where we're like, yeah, just stay strong and stay positive. You can get through bullying. Do you have anything actionable that you can tell people that might be experiencing bullying right now?
Yeah, I definitely think like you can just tell people all the time, and you can put it on notebooks and you can put it on water bottles, like, be yourself, everyone else is taken. Like, you can say all that stuff a million times and it's cute and fun, but you have to actually apply it in your life, and you have to go out and go through each day at school choosing to be the better person. And if someone tries to bully you, if someone tries to bring you down or, you know, say something rude to you, just remember all the water bottles, remember all the notebooks, remember all the cool, cute stuff, and just be like, yeah, I am gonna be a better person today. Yeah, today is my day. Like, say all those things that you see on Tumblr and everything. Write them down somewhere that you're gonna see them every single day. Like, you can't just read these things and then let them all fall apart when someone tries to talk bad about you. Yeah, I think just like remember every single day that you have to be the bigger person. And in the book, I actually wrote a chapter about how it's kind of like bullying's a train, and it's like if one person bullies you, then you want to bully another person, and then the other person wants to bully another person, and then it just keeps going to where a whole community of people are terrible people.
Yes.
And the train's going to come to you, and you have an option to either keep the train going and keep, spreading negativity in the world, or you can stop the train dead in its tracks, and suddenly everyone behind you has to get off. It's like, kind of like you're going to have people coming at you all these ways trying to like get you to further the bullying, and if you just stop it, that's like one person that's telling everyone behind you, which could be a very long train, like, I'm not for this, you guys shouldn't either, get off the train. So for example, my dance team, which I worked so hard to make this dance team, like for 5 years of my life, which I talk about in the book, I like tried out for the dance team every single year. It was the coolest thing at my school, and it was very hard to get into, and every single year that I tried out, I would get denied and I wouldn't be on the dance team. And so I worked so hard to make this dance team. Like, I quit drama for this dance team because the dance coach was like, oh, you won't have time for both. I quit like acting for the dance team.
Wow.
I like worked hard in school to have the GPA for the dance team. I did everything I could to be on this team. And then I finally get on, and there's just so much drama with everyone on it. And I'm like, well, what the hell? Like, this isn't what I thought it was going to be at all. And the first week they were like, oh, we're all getting team sweaters, and we're gonna put nicknames on the sweaters for each person on the team. So figure out your nickname. And I'm like, dang, like I want the coolest nickname ever. There was a girl who was really flexible, so her nickname was like Flexi.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she could do all the cool like flexing. I was like, oh dang, like what am I good at? Like I wanna have the coolest nickname ever. And so then they came back and I couldn't figure out my nickname. Everyone else had cool nicknames. And they're like, well, Eva, you're really skinny and like kind of look like a stick. So let's just put like stick on your hoodie. Let's just put stick. And so
Are you serious?
so like
I just imagine like a stick with branches, like with two eyeballs or
so
something.
like right here for the whole year we had these sweaters, and everyone's like taking pictures of them. They have like Flexi, they had like carrot, because one girl always ate carrots in the morning, and I just have stick. And like I didn't get to change it because everyone was like, yeah, stick, like yeah, you're a stick.
And like that's like honestly, I think, and that's such a great example. Thank you for bringing that up, because like I'm sure the girls might have been a little bit catty. Like let's get real.
Oh yeah.
A little bit catty, but like it's not outwardly like I'm gonna whoop your butt.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to do this, that, or the other thing. And that is a form of bullying.
There's so many things that are in the book that are life lessons that I've gone through, like just big breakups. Like my first real breakup is in the book. It talks about when I go to college and I have a boyfriend in college for 2 years that I thought I was going to marry and that I was living with for a couple months, and so much happened with that. And it's kind of like you think it's your adult relationship that,
totally.
Like you're like, this is it. Like I've been through the high school relationships, I've been through the boys, like this is it.
Yeah, you think college is like the moment.
Yeah, you're like
I'm an adult.
I'm gonna marry this person.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it ends and you're like, wait a second, like all of those years, all of that maturing you thought you were doing, and you have to start over, and college ends and now you're in the real world and you have another relationship. And it's kind of like learning that, your first love, how to get through it, and then also just the process of loving someone for so long and then it ends, and how do you pick yourself back up again. There's so many things that I still want to experience in life, and when you're dating somebody and you kind of just get locked in like where you are, and that's fine. Like I'm sure you're like totally happy, but there's so many things that you might not even try until something happens that like jolts your way of like comfortability,
Yeah.
So I think like when you go through a breakup, or when you are ending like a friendship or a relationship with somebody, or you're just ending college and moving on to the world or traveling, it's like take that switch in your life to try a bunch of new things, because you're always gonna find new things that you like. Even when you're 50 years old, you might take up like, I don't even know, freaking parasailing, who knows? But it's like, you need something to push you to try it. And for me, that was a college breakup, so.
How do you keep your individuality in a relationship? Because I feel like, and I'm sure you guys have been through this, you meet someone and it's like love, love, love,
Yeah.
and then, you get comfortable and you've been with them for a while, and then you think, okay, wait, did I lose all my friends?
Yeah.
What happened? How do you keep your individuality?
Definitely like make plans that are unique every single week if you can. Like if you go 2 weeks and you're like, wait a second, I haven't done anything cool or unique, and I'm just like going to the clubs on Friday and like not doing anything, it's like, I mean, you're gonna go like 2 years later and be like, what the hell did I spend 2 years doing?
Yeah.
Like going to the club, like cool.
How do you think social media affects your fans? Do you think it can be a positive and a negative thing? Because I love it. I think we all like kind of get caught up in it.
Yeah.
But how have you found your zen
at first it could get to you because you're constantly seeing other people living their lives like probably cooler than you're living at the moment. But you just have to detach and just kind of remember that like your life is pretty awesome too. And as long as you're like doing something with purpose, it's like you're doing your life pretty well.
Totally.
So, I mean, of course, everything's gonna look awesome on Instagram, but I mean, you have your own life too, and you should look for the things that are great in your own life versus looking at other people's lives.
Eva, thank you so much for coming on the show. I had such fun talking to you.
This is so
the
fun.
book is already out. If you have the internet, you can find this book. The Struggle is Real. Go check it out. Lots of great stories in it. Where else can we find you?
On YouTube.
Obviously. Is there
Pretty
anything
much.
else?
If you have the internet, you can find me.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
really easy these days.
Yeah.
What else is coming up for you?
My show, Me and My Grandma, comes out in March on YouTube Red. That's so fun. Rhea Perlman is amazing. She's my
Oh my God, that's
co-star.
amazing.
She's beautiful.
We'll put the link down below so you can go and check it out. Okay, guys? All right. Obviously, you know where to find her. You can find me at Kirbie Johnson on Instagram and Twitter, and we'll see you next time.
Yay! Bye.